This is a live look at the Swamp, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium in Gainesville. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the Florida Gators. Alongside David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I am Bruce Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Hey guys, checking in pregame with the Miami head coach. He is concerned going to an environment like this, one of the best crowds in all of college football. They make it loud and frenetic. He has talked to his quarterback and his center about having a high level of communication here on the road. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Gators will kick off first, and here we go. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Off play action on first down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And listen to this crowd. On the opening play of the game, the defense picks up a huge sack and they force a negative play. And just imagine, David, being this quarterback for a moment. You were already facing a lot of pressure. You were already facing a great pass rush. And it just feels like a tidal wave of emotion, putting you in a hole early in the game. It'll be interesting to see how this offense can respond.
Yeah, I'm looking over and I'm like, all right, let's run something safe, right? Like, that couldn't have gone worse to start this game. Interested to see how they respond. We can't just get pass happy, right, and put ourselves in a bad situation. But this offense has got to do something here on second down. Got to at least quiet the crowd down a little bit because they are going bananas.
Keep it on the ground. He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the first down.
There's just not a lot of great play calls, guys, for third in California. So you hand it off, you try to get some of that yardage back, and see what happens next.
They punted away on fourth down. Looking for room. There he goes. Open it up. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. This offense has it with really good field position. Right side, it's Brown. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
And a great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Short completion on first down, and here comes 2nd and 8. Takes the handoff. It's Shepard. Powers through the defender. And they get to him early, and he'll be knocked down for a loss of 4.
And I think this is the key in this game, man. These rivalry games, it's about passion, about emotion. And coming to this game, we saw him last week, man. He had over 100. Last year in the blowout, he was a non-factor. He's got to be the catalyst in this game. You can't have a repeat of what happened a year ago, where you're throwing the football because you're behind and you got beat down. Got to establish the line of scrimmage.
They're all over him. Slips a tackle. Escapes the pressure going right. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. 57 yards out, and he powers it through the uprights.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They didn't get much done the last time they had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. There's some daylight. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and I think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the 1st down.
It's a good job, too, there on 3rd down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's 3rd and long or 3rd and inches, you just have to go execute, and they do it.
When they've got him looking run, now to pass. And a flag comes in as this one falls incomplete. Let's see what the call is. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a 1st down. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. From the gun, it's Pringle. Just smothered on the play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. That pass is incomplete.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. He'll be stopped short, and they'll force a 4th down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of 1st downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
The decision to go for it does not pan out.
And that's exactly where you want one of your best football players, right in the middle of your defense. And watch that dude hunt, man. 4th down, and he flies up, finds the football, makes the big play for this defense. He's the guy who they talk to in the headset, and he's the guy who just made the big play.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Pulls and fires complete. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Tavian on the play action. Grabbed in the middle. It's Brown. And he earns a 1st down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Hits inside. It's Shepard. They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 4. St. Clair. The throw. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Run the gun on third down, St. Clair. And the pass is incomplete here on third down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Making the adjustment on the play. Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. A shot toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Snaps it. They'll throw to start the drive. That's reeled in. It's Pringle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. They're going to ride this running back. Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. Cuts it upfield. It's Pringle. Across the 45. Nothing but green grass down the middle. He's at the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown run.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Motion from the wideout. Making the adjustment. Throwing St. Clair. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Touchdown, Miami. And they turn it into a defensive score.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
And they tacked on the extra point. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Running inside. It's Shepard. Swamped immediately.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
They go play action with St. Clair. Rush is on, and they got it.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
St. Clair from the gun on third down. On target over the middle. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Tavian St. Clair. Under pressure. Out wide right, it's Shepard. They stop him in his tracks, and they'll head to the other side of the field. We've reached the break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. As we get a look at some stats, this is the best start they could have hoped for. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. First play of the period will be a second down. They'll send the back in motion. Looking for a man. It's St. Clair. Fires to the right. Wilson open on the right side. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Gators look to keep this drive humming. Caught in the backfield. It's Kane. On the move at the 30. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
I bet you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Again, it's St. Clair. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening.
And, man, I love his courage to run the football. And I think it's necessary for the team. Sometimes you got to do that, but, man, see the surroundings, right? Like, knowing guys are around you. He gets hit late at the end of that play, and he got decked. You do not want to take those shots throughout a game. They will add up, and sometimes it will affect your throwing. That's too big of a hit to be taken for this quarterback.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. St. Clair. Out wide left, it's Shepard. Touchdown, Gators! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Last time they had it, they were backed up in their own end, marched right down the field and scored, and now they'll try to do that once again. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. There's a crease. He's at the 40. A huge play there, and he has them set up and in business at the 30.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
I'm impressed with this defense, man, because that QB is lightning fast. You see how fast that defender was able to get to him and force the incompletion? Wow.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Kringle. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks. But how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Third and long from the 30-yard line in this defense, hoping to knock them out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. The field goal is no good. Guys, after the miss, still up by 4.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink. When you knock it off the crossbar, those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a miss and a missed opportunity.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run him again. There he goes. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. And the boys of old Florida are getting it done on the ground.
And you've seen time periods in history in Florida where they didn't care about the run. Spurrier, just throw it. Yeah, Jesse, throw it again. Yeah, throw it again. Just chuck it around. But I like when they commit to the ground game, have some success to create some balance.
Complete downfield. Shakes a man, and he might take off. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Throwing St. Clair. Oh, pressure's coming. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Looking to throw, it's St. Clair. Look out! Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, you've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. Again, it's St. Clair. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
He slides that just inside the right upright. It's now a 1-point game, 14-13.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Way off target there. Long way to go on 2nd down. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. They missed a field goal on that last drive, but here on 3rd down, they can't afford for this possession to come up empty. Trying to squeak through the pile. Breaks into the open. Past the 50. At the 30. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25. Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. 1st and 10 from the 25. Quick give. It's Riley. Got a little grass. Got some room in to the goal line. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, it's 21-13. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was closed out by the fantastic 25-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Tight end now in motion. Tavian St. Clair. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And I know he's happy to get that one because that's the big fella's first sack. And we've heard a lot about this 5-star, this young defensive lineman who they think is going to be elite of elite. And now you get the first sack, the first of many. But nice to see this dude starting to come into his own, maximize some of that ability that we've heard so much about.
Back to throw, it's St. Clair. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. St. Clair. He spins that thing down the middle. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Trying to take it back. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
Hey, how about it? How about the old toss play, right? QB catches the ball, tosses it to the running back. Listen, it's got to be thrown out in front of him so he can continue to run. And then the offensive line has to do a really good job of getting the edge so he can get north and south. You used to see that play a ton back in the day. You just don't see much of it anymore.
Well, the defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the second quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
Looking to throw on third. Right down the middle. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a fourth down.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes. But fourth and short. Now, decision time, baby.
The offense failed to convert on fourth down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. Looking for the marker. Here's headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Canes! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. It's 28-13. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score came on an impressive run from the 20. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Throwing St. Clair. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. So Miami signals for a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Tavian on the play action. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. The Canes will go ahead and call that second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. Moving past the 25. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass. The Hurricanes will call their 3rd timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. The Gators will send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? Fresh set of downs going up top. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Well, I think they were really hoping they'd go in at halftime and get this guy settled down and find a rhythm for him. That has not been the case, though. We're here in the second half. He's just 1 for 7 throwing the football and throws another incompletion. You're really scratching your head now if you're the offensive coordinator, because you are digging deep into your playbook trying to find a completion for this guy.
Rush right in his face. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Yeah, and great job by the linebacker understanding what to do in zone coverage. I drop, I take my steps. When that quarterback's feet get set, my feet get set. I break on the football. Nice break. Way to go break that up and swat it down.
As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that bull Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
fellas. Welcome into our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. We begin with New Mexico, taking on the number 19 team, the Oregon State Beavers. And it's the Lobos, looking to bounce back from a Week 1 loss. They lead it here in the first half. We'll see how things progress. Let's check in now on some of the other action today, as the landscape in this sport truly is ever-changing.
Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a score.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Looking for room. It's Shepard. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Changing the routes with his receiver. Run the gun on 3rd down, St. Clair. Finds his man. Runs through a man. He might have space. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning too. That was beautiful.
And the Gators are rolling down the field. Gets the back moving. Tavian St. Clair unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. The Gators, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Makes the catch. He gets it in. Touchdown, Gator.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play.
Number 91, set to take this mark.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Straight ahead, it's Pringle. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Left side, it's Daniels. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
Fires complete on the crosser. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And the Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. Drops back on first down. He wants to go deep. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got his man. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. The Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Tough run here. It's Riley. Finding some room. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
And this is exactly how you want to draw it up if you're an offensive coach. Later in the game, you start to get in the second half and you got the lead, and you can be the more physical team. It's really hard for somebody to come back. This defense has got to come up with a stop. They got to get more physical right now in this football game, or it's going to get out of hand.
When I think you're seeing the mental approach this offense is taking now, with a nice lead here late in the third quarter, they're satisfied to just run the ball and chip away at this clock. This has been a really good-looking drive. Plenty of plays. They're staying on the field. They're bleeding and ticking this clock away.
Touchdown, Miami! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They haven't had a whole lot of production nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. They're all over it. Buried before he could blink.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over to the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point out.
The Gators with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. St. Clair. He fires to the left side. Nearly intercepted.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. They go play action with St. Clair. Got a man in the middle. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Unloads it left. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy at second down.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but oof, that one hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that one.
They don't need a bunch on second down. Throwing St. Clair. He's going to fire deep. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be third down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Motion from the wide receiver. Again, it's St. Clair. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Play is stopped as they check on an injured Gator. That is their junior quarterback down on the field, a guy they can ill afford to lose. Holly will update his condition soon. And the Gators will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He gets a block. And the returner will be brought down. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Finds a crease, it's Riley. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Picked off. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Tavian St. Clair fires to the middle, and he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day, and he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. The run inside. It's Riley. He was not going to be denied, discarding tacklers, running behind his pads, and finally down at the 40. And now on second down for this offense. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. A quick pause here to look at the numbers as they are threatening to pull away in this game. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. Got the first down. He stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. And the Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, it's Riley. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Got an alley. He's got enough. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Hurricanes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. From the red zone, it's Riley. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
Yeah, and if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on first and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Hits inside, it's Riley. Touchdown, Hurricane! And the beatdown has ensued.
Another nice drive put together. And this offense through 2 weeks, man, they look legit. This team's about to be 2-0. All of their dreams in front of them. This team looks like a national championship contender.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
A costly holding penalty backs him up. It's 1st and 20. Running inside, it's Davis. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Turns up, it's Kane. Really short gain on that one, defense all over it.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Throwing on the run. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
And this is a tough spot for the QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies, playing the pass, maybe take...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Gotta make the play on fourth. They get to him as he throws. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Canes. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And what a fantastic job by the defense there on that fourth down. They understand, obviously, having a big lead. The offense is going to go for it. They're going to have to throw it. Everybody on defense has their eyes on the QB. They're able to jump in front of the pass, take it in for a touchdown, build their lead, and that essentially seals this game. They're going to go home with the W.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy, you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
Big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the fourth quarter, they're going to need it.
The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. The give to Davis. Turning it on. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
The Gators can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air, it's Baker. Makes the grab in their space. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. And the Gators have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They've got him looking to run, but they're going to throw it. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
They'll line up to go for 2. He's looking to throw. He'll get in there as they draw 2 points closer. The deficit is huge, this one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Oh, he's got some space. They got it blocked just enough and a good gain on that run.
I think a big key in this team's success today has been their ability to run the football. They've been able to just hand it off and go churn out yards. They've had this defense on their heels all game long. It's given them a big cushion in this game so far. Let's see if they can keep it up.
The Gators are going to call their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs.
This is so a Jesse Palmer move. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Got to look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Baker. Escapes the pressure to his right. Here's a throw downfield late. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Well, this defense has just had this QB's number all game long. We're here in the 4th quarter, and still he's not able to set up in the pocket. He gets flushed to the outside, nothing open, and it's an incompletion.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field. You're trailing in the 4th quarter. All
right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. No wonder he's the favorite target, just going and reeling in everything.
Catching everything, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, he continues to make plays for his quarterback, so if I'm his quarterback, I'm going to continue to find him and let him pile up these numbers.
The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Baker. Moving out to the right. Fires on the move. Right side, it's Brown. He is rustled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a 1st down in the red zone. Tells to run, wants to pass. Intercepted to stop the threat. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. The defense still has a couple of timeouts at its disposal, but down a couple of possessions, the offense will take a knee. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival, and you're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.